Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So for today, we are going to be testing out the new Mercier Glow Powder on my oily skin. I've been eyeing this for a while. I went to Sephora, I saw it, I said, no, this is stupid. Went back and it was still on my mind and I was just super curious. So I said, you know what? We're going to do a wear test. We're going to put this on my oily skin. We're going to see how this goes. We're also going to feature the, of course, super popular Mercier Translucent Powder. Mine is in the shade Translucent Medium Deep, and you guys have seen me talk about this probably in the past two videos. This is a new Mercier product as well. This, whoa, almost dropped it. This is the Secret Blurring Powders for under eyes in the shade 2. So we're going to use all three in today's wear test. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I took y'all's advice from my matte concealer video. Everyone said, yes, a touch lighter under the eye. So I said, you know what? I returned that matte concealer because I wasn't into it, but I got my favorite concealer and I went a shade lighter. I have the Kat Von D Lock It Cream Concealer. I got the shade D35 Neutral. So that is what I have underneath my eyes. And then just for spot concealing, my D37. I feel a little high maintenance using two concealers, but it's okay. So that's what I have on right now. I have not set anything. So first we're going to start off setting up under the eyes with the Mercier Secret Blurring Powder. I've been loving this. All powders, yeah, all the setting powders today we're going to be using are Mercier. And I'm just going to go ahead. You guys have seen me use this, and I want to say 2 videos. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this. I've seen quite a few videos from like the big YouTubers. So from like Desi Perkins, Makeup Shayla, showing how Mario Divanovic, who is one of my favorite makeup artists, uses the new Mercier Glow Powder. So that was very helpful. So taking his advice, watching what they do, and I'm gonna do my own thing. So up under the eyes are set. Then I had to dig for it. So I'm gonna take the regular, the Mercier in the medium deep translucent powder, and I'm gonna use this to set the rest of my face. I'm not gonna put it up under my eyes because it's gonna take away the brightness. And I forgot, I had this stored away in my client kit because I just wasn't using it on myself, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bust it out and use it on myself, which I like this because I can get away without wearing foundation by using this, so I can just spot conceal and set with this all over my face because it'll give me a little color and I feel like I don't have to put on any foundation, which is a plus, and it'll set everything. Everyone's familiar with the original formula. So I'm just going to actually, let me switch brushes here. I'm gonna take this obnoxious It Cosmetics powder brush here, and we are going to press this into my face. And he used the term, I believe, set down with the translucent powder. So basically everywhere that you don't want to be shiny. So that's everywhere on my face for me. And I went a shade darker with my brows today. I used the Brow Wiz. Typically I do dark brown, but I went and I got ebony and I'm liking it so much better. I am actually going to get my hair colored here soon because y'all know I gotta start getting ready for wedding hair. So I'm not gonna be totally dark, but I am gonna get a few low lights just to break up the light in there. So I'm excited about that. I'm getting my hair done on next Thursday. And sorry if you hear wind. Today is September 14th, Friday, and I live in North Carolina, so Florence is on the way. Thankfully, I live in Charlotte, so I'm more inland. I'm like 4 hours away from the coast, but yeah, it's getting pretty windy outside right now. And also I noticed on myself, if I just use a damp sponge or a big brush and I just push the powder into my skin, I feel like it makes my skin look more airbrushed, more of that flawless finish versus taking a brush like this and just kind of sweeping it all over my face like so. So taking either a wet sponge, a powder puff, or a big brush and just really focusing, pushing that powder into your skin, it's gonna make a huge difference in your makeup. Then just looking at my face right now, it appears like I might have on foundation, which I don't, which I think is fantastic. So I'm gonna be leaving this bad boy at my vanity. Now let's move on to the star of the show. We're gonna be testing out this Mercier Glow Powder. We're gonna see how this holds up on oily skin because you guys know I'm super oily. I'm not a fan of highlighting. However, this intrigued me because it's more of that glow within, because I have the tendency to look too too matte sometimes just because I am so oily, which is why I kind of stay away from highlighter. But I notice whenever I do wear a highlighter, any kind of glow, on me personally, I feel like it looks better when I don't have on any foundation, so just more of a powder situation. So that's what we're gonna do today. I did not buy the cheek brush that goes along with it. And I know a lot of people are probably saying, oh, well, I don't need that. I can just wear a highlighter, which is cool. You can do that. However, for me, I'm gonna treat this like a highlighter. They also say that this can set stuff in place too, but don't use it up under your eyes because it does have a little bit of that reflex. Like, it's not gonna be like a brightening powder. It's just gonna be more of a glow. There's a difference between a glow and a brightening powder. So this is not formulated to be up under the eyes. So I'm just gonna take my fan brush. Hopefully y'all will be able to see. Maybe I should zoom in just a touch more. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it and we're gonna put just a little, only put it where you want. And this is very much so, like, can you guys see that? In comparison to my favorite highlighter, which is the Becca Chocolate Geode, this is way more subtle. And I also think this is gonna photograph lovely. Let me just go over it a little bit. So I had too much on my brush, so hopefully you guys can see it. Can you guys see that on camera? Oh yeah, so you can see that. This is very, very subtle. This is not at all like a highlighter. So if you are someone who feels like you have drier skin and you want a soft glow, not a highlighter, this will work. If you are someone who has more of oily skin like myself and you don't want to wear a highlighter but you want just a little something to give yourself a little bit of a glowier look, this will work as well. At first, when I first saw this in Sephora a couple of weeks ago, I was like, that's stupid, it's just a highlighter. Then as I was swatching it and kind of playing around with it for the past couple of days, I thought to myself, you know what, this is going to work really nice for me. So I am going to put just a touch down the center of my nose, and when I put it down the center of my nose, I never put it on the tip because I don't like that look. So if I get any on the tip of my nose, I always just kind of wipe it off. But I do like to have just a little down the center, and this will set anything. Like, let's say if you're someone who, if you don't set your foundation, this will give you a glow and it will set whatever cream product you have in place as well. So if you are extra and you like to use like a cream highlight and you want to set it with this, you could totally do so. Very, very pretty. And then if I feel like I got too much, I'll just take my powder brush and just kind of go over it a little bit. Lipstick Nick, I like her. She's another good makeup artist. She calls it veiling. So taking like translucent powder and just kind of going over it, which I do on my clients, but I never had a name for it. But when she said that, I was like, oh, that's bomb. So we're just gonna veil over it if we feel like we got a little too much. All right, so this is what we're looking like. Looks very pretty. Alright, so I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Alright, I am back. So makeup is done on my eyes. I've got my favorite palette, Naked Petite Heat. This is bomb. And then on my lips, I have on a combination of, let's see, this is, excuse me, Bobbi Brown Almost Bare in the center of my lips. I just took some clear MAC lip gloss, threw that on over the top, and this is what we're looking like. So, Florence is kicking up out there, so I'm like, ooh, shoot, it's gonna be crazy driving to work. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take it the back way and not do the highway. So I'm gonna get ready to head to work and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I'm in my car getting ready to go to work. I just wanted to show you guys what my face is looking like. I don't have really good lighting, so you can't, yeah, there we go. See, just like a very subtle glow. So let me focus on driving and I will check in with y'all a little bit later at the salon. Okay, so first of all, my first client no-showed me, which pissed me all the way off, but unfortunately that's a part of the hair industry. That's a part of the way things go sometimes. Secondly, I low-key forgot that I was on a wear test. My bad, y'all. Okay, so I'm done working now. I'm in my car. What time is it? It's going on 3:45. I did blot about 20 minutes ago in the center of my face, but I just want to show you what my face is looking like. So far, I love the way this looks. Looking in the mirror, when I took a peek at myself at work, I didn't notice my face getting super oily. So normally, if I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I took a glance and I noticed just like the oil is just glistening and blinging, then I'm like, oh my God, I need to blot my face. But I did not get that, and honestly, I truly forgot that I even had this on. I didn't notice it all day, which is very, very nice for me, just simply because I don't like a banging highlight and I'm oily. So this is what we're looking like, and I will finish up talking to you guys when I get home. Okay, I am back home from work. It is currently 4:45. I was gonna wait to finish up, but I am rapidly losing a lot of natural daylight because it's getting cloudy and the wind is just kicking up. So just wanted to pop in, close this out for you guys. So as you can see, I want to zoom you in. Right there, it's good. So you can see the kind of effect that this has. So this is just with the Laura Mercier. It's a glow powder. Now, I feel like this held up exceptionally well at work. I like to test things at work because I get hot in there. There are 17 stylists, there's hair dryers going, there's hooded hair dryers, there's a lot of people, and so if I could test something in the salon, that's how I know if it's like legit oily skin girl approved. I love the way that this looks. It did not give me the appearance that I felt like, oh my gosh, I look oily, I'm an oil slick, this doesn't look good. It looks like a very, very, just a subtle natural glow. Now, for some of you who are probably thinking, okay, well, is this worth it? That is going to really, really depend on your preference. If you are someone who is looking for a knock 'em dead highlight, this is not for you whatsoever. But if you're someone like me where you want a little bit of something just to kind of take down the matte-ness whenever I do wear a lot of matte foundation, or if you just want like a subtle, nice little glow, like nothing too crazy, this will be for you. I think my favorite thing about this product is you're probably thinking, oh, well, I could just wear a highlighter and be done with it. Yeah, you could, but my issues with highlighters is I have texture. I know whenever I say that live, you guys always comment what texture. I don't see anything, but keep in mind that I am under a lot of lights. I have texture in my skin, and with this product, I feel like it did not highlight my texture whatsoever. However, I have noticed no matter what highlighter I wear, whether it be my favorite one, my Becca Chocolate Geode, sometimes it just intensifies the texture of my skin. Alright, so that is going to wrap up my thoughts and review on the new Laura Mercier Glow Powder. I would encourage you guys, of course, go into a Sephora near you, swatch it, try it on so that way you can see for yourself. For me, I am very, very happy that I bought this. I know I'm going to get a lot of use of it, and I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to buy this one again and then another one for my client kit because I think this is just beautiful. Cannot wait to use this with some photos. It's going to be so great. So thank you so much for watching. Down below, let me know your thoughts on this product and if you plan on using it. This is one of those products that is super, super simple, which is something that I love because y'all know I like to keep it simple. So I will see you in the next video. Peace.
So I thought I needed